G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd do something different instead of my Shinpakus. I thought I'd do my Japanese maples today, and it's all about loads of Japanese maples, or Japanese maple galore I call it. What I want to show people today is mainly beginners, how you can start with something young and slowly develop it over time. Now on my right you see just a whole plethora of little Japanese maples in bonsai pots. Now these are more, I like to do these as a bit of fun. I pick out sometimes the seedlings that are nice and got some interesting bends. You can see some nice bends in this. Here you can see probably two trees. You can see the two trees joined together, slightly overpotted and so on. But what I want to probably show you is that, let me just try and get some of these out of the way so you can see a bit clearer. We'll put it there. You can see it's quite nice and tall and healthy and strong. I find these are great for gifts. If you want to give gifts to people, create little Japanese maples or other trees, but you know, nice little gifts. And sometimes if I have too many, I just sell them at the club shows and things like that for 20 bucks or something like that. You know, 20 bucks for 10 trees, that's, you know, a couple $100. That'll pay for my soil for the year, you know, that kind of stuff. So I always enjoy these. It's a bit of creativity. Sometimes I keep the ones I really like, but mostly I give them away as gifts, which is nice. Or I'd sell them and get some money just so I can keep paying my bills for my bonsai, I guess. You know, soil isn't cheap, wire isn't cheap, so you know, it helps pay those bills. But for the beginners, you know, a lot of you might start with something nice and young like this. You can see it's quite tall. It's very tall on this trunk. It's a nice twin trunk that I've made nice and tight, close together. Give it a few more years or a couple of years to really fuse that base. It's just two being put together. They're from the same seed batch. But now it's like, you know, don't be scared to come in and try and trim them back, guys. Like, you know, things that are starting to get too long, too out of shape. Remember that you don't want really long. So you can see how there's a very, here, you can see there's a very long internode, they call it. That's between two nodes. Between two parts where the buds come out. Whenever it gets like that, that will never bud on that smooth part. So you need to cut back things to get them to a point where you know, it's a shorter, more ramification. Cut them back. This guy, he's, you know, I don't mind looking at the front. I think probably looking at the front looks nicer there. Or you've got this front as well, but the whole tree comes back, so it's not as good. But this way the trees come forward. So I would envision this tree would be slightly taller, and then this tree. You can see this is the apex of the other tree. They're starting to go a bit long. So let's come back and start to trim some of these off. Trim back to a node. So let's show you. So I've trimmed back something about that much. You can see this bare bit here. How I was saying, we'll never put a bud on in these clear sections, so there's no point. So cut them back a little bit, cut back the tree. Don't be scared, you know, because you don't want to have really long internodes. Like this is a really long one. Look how long that is. It's way too long. So just look out for things like that, and cut back to a node where you'll get a nice smaller shoot. You know, just keep going around, cutting back. This all helps improve the tree over time. This is not too bad in this section over here, but I still want to cut it back probably. Nice branches here and there. So you can see it's really come back a lot, but it should now allow it to bud back, get some buds closer in. I can see buds all along the trunk that need to open. I've got a nice little blow branch here now that should help reducing the top, should encourage this to grow. On this side of the tree, I haven't really done anything except for little trims, but the length of the tree is too tall, and I see this nice shoot here that I might cut back to, so you can do a large cut, and now you got this shoot here to be your new top. I'll just let that recover and come back on its own. I probably need to cut back at least to there. Even though there's still long node here, it will come back okay. I'll get some buds here growing. It just helps encourage it. So now I've much reduced the size of the tree, you know, slowly getting it. Reduce the top. By reducing the top, you encourage the lower branches to grow. Okay, so that's That's probably one of the things that new people need to try and remember. You keep the top under control. When you see big shoots everywhere, keep it under control, reduce it, so you're going to get the lower shoots to grow, so you can get more filling out room in here. You know, a lot more room to fill out in the tree here. So that's a quick demo on young material. That's interesting. Now, you know, in a few more weeks' time, they should start to really bud up again. Should have lower shoots coming up. Should have buds shooting from the trunk. I'm hoping. I'll just feed and let it go and see what happens. In, let's say in a month's time, I can come back and have a look at them again, and give them another trim, and give them another trim. And then by trimming it, just basic trimming, I haven't wired this tree or anything like that. Just by basic trimming, we can start to build the character of the tree. All right, that's one tree done. Let's see how I can get through before I finish up. So I've got a nice little single trunk, looks like a nice little tree. Again, the trunk's quite nice, so I pick out the ones that have got interesting movement. Now you can see about halfway up, see all the nice little small buds and small shoots. You know, that's quite good, but see how the top is all really huge and lanky? We don't like that, so let's start cutting back all these to try and encourage the lower shoots, okay? Okay, so I left this one, but you see much simpler design, much more interesting now, but it's got potential to fill out the tree. Cute little tree, something a bit different, nice little gift for someone, you know. Not beautiful, not fantastic bonsai, but you know, nice little start for a plant, you know. There you go, quick trim up the top, encourage the lower branches. Let's see this one. This is actually quite nice. I like this little 3-tree trunk. Probably hold it up. I just probably have to space them a bit more and encourage that. Hasn't really had a huge amount of growth, so I'm not really going to touch it. So you can see the growth isn't like going nuts. There is a bit of dieback, I've just noticed, so I can come in and clean that up. Just clean that up here. Take that out. I think this just needs to be spaced a little, either that way or that way. So I'll just put this aside. Hasn't really done enough for me to trim too much. So there you go. But that'll be a good tree, good triple in the future. Let's keep going. Here's a good example of what I see a lot. You know, young material. It's reasonable maple material, but look at this, just foliage everywhere. Hasn't really done enough to be interesting. So let's start to cut this back and encourage some back budding. The shoots are way too long and the internodes are way too long, and then even the leaves are quite long. So it looks much nicer, simpler. See how nice and simple? Give it some bit more shape and character. Nothing crazy, but it could be a nice and interesting tree in the future. Just see if it can back bud lower down. Get some back budding, it's important. So what this tree looks like. Oh, this isn't too bad. This is not a bad tree. I remember doing this one, putting it together. It's almost got, both sides look good. It's almost like a little 2-trunk that are kind of in a semi-cascade kind of way, being built that way. However, the tree is looking, not sure. I think some of these branches are getting a bit too long. You can see that? It's kind of ruining the shape, and we haven't really worked enough on getting some smaller branches happening. Looks like the top on it died here. Let me show you. Looks like the top on it died, but there's lots of nice buds around that area. So nice healthy tree all everywhere else. Just let's I think just cut this back a little, because we don't want big ones like that. We want a nice compact tree in here. So let's come right back. Okay. I think I can try and remove this. I might leave it and see what buds up around that area. You see, just this section is nice and compacted. Now I've got this huge, nice long one, but it might not be a cascade. Maybe it needs to be tipped over a bit more. But again, this is annoying. It's not really lending itself the right way. Let's trim it all back. Let's build our ramification on the tree and create something a bit more interesting. So you see, it's totally changed that. Maybe eventually we'd be tipped over a bit more. Can you see that? Just trim it up. Got a few more to go. This one's a really cool one. Could be a nice little variety in the future. You know, I picked it up because the trunk is kind of a bit crazy, a bit nuts. It's got this nice lower branch here. This is actually quite a nice little tree, I think. This has more potential than some of the others, but again, let's come back a little bit on this on the top. The internodes are too long, that's the only reason I'm cutting a lot of this off. Alright, now look at it. It's quite a funky looking tree. For newer people, it looks quite nice and interesting. You know, a nice probably rounder pot rather than this square one. Looks nice. Something a bit more unique. A nice little round pot that it sits in. You know, pretty cool. I think it's a nice little tree. This one. Very interesting. Let's see, got a couple more to go. How long are we going for? 10 minutes already. Pretty average looking tree. Still budding in the new areas, but let's try and push the growth back. I'll just show you how long that internode is. You see, you'll never get a branch on that bare bit. So let's just cut back a little bit on everything and try and encourage back budding. Very simple. Let's see how we go. Another one that's got kind of interesting as well. Again, nothing huge in terms of branching. Let's trim it back. Try and encourage back budding. Now these ones I don't really pinch. You know, notice how like some other videos on maples I pinch the older trees. These young ones I just trim back. I'm not really worried about pinching yet. This is a bit more interesting, a bit more mature of a tree, but you see this side's just starting to leaf and this side's is gone a bit early. So let's just trim that back as well. There we go, simple. Kept it pretty simple. Don't know what happened, maybe tilt the tree this way one day. But nice, could be a nice tree. Alright, a few more to go. Hope you guys aren't bored, but it's always fun. This one is a nice little group that I've just tried to put a bit of distance in between some of the branches. Now these two are quite young, so they're coming along. You can just see them starting to bud. But these ones are quite long and big and tall, so let's reduce some of these. Encourage the back budding. This has good potential, this one, but it just needs to really, some of these other branches need to come along well. So it has potential, this one, nice, interesting. This has to fill out. This one hasn't really budded up yet. It's got a little bud up here, got a couple more around here. This one's just under bud up as well. So nice little probably 5 trunk that will go, probably flow this way eventually. I'll probably wire this up this way to go in that direction. This one's a bit bigger of a trunk, but again, you see how the foliage is all at the top. It's not what we want. We want to try and get some back budding if possible, so let's trim it up. This is just now, because it's all at the top, we want to encourage the back budding, so let's trim it. It looks like I'm going pretty quick, but I know where I'm cutting, so you know, now it's really reduced heavily. Where's that energy gone? It's got to come back. Hopefully it will grow these branches longer, have some lower branching on the tree. Interesting movement on this tree. A couple more, 2 more, promise, that's it. Oh, a nice little 3 group here. It's a bit crisscrossy. So I might have to I might give this a bit more time later, but I might have to separate out these trunks a little bit. This one looks like it's crossing over the others, which is what's happened. It's a nice young group. Again, this one we'll probably want to keep nice and small. Nice little compact triple group, triple trunk, look really cute together. I think that'd be cool. I think last one here. Just remove some of these weeds. Seem to grow, and some branches that have fallen. Hey, this is not a bad tree as well. Nice, simple, elegant. Let's reduce some of these long bits of growth. So now we've got something a bit more interesting. We've got something a bit more interesting to work with. So there you go, guys. Like that was how many? I did about over 10 trees there at least. How many? 8, more, 8, 12, 13 of them I think. 13 nice little Japanese maples that I'm just growing on. Picked out some nice trunks and combined them together. Give them a trim up, let them bud back. You know, you could have something really cute and easy to give away as presents. Christmas is coming up, well, a few months away anyway, but you don't know, like Christmas presents, people appreciate it more. Mother's Days, Father's, you know, that kind of stuff, give away gifts as well. But otherwise, if you know you've got too many of these, it helps with a little bit of income. You know, sell them at a show, etc. for a few bucks, pays for your soil for the next year and the wire. So anyway, it's fun, it's enjoyable, it's fun to watch. But hopefully the beginners, you can see, it doesn't take much. Very easy. Get in there, chop them up. Not to that extreme, but give them a little trim. The reason I trim them is to encourage back budding further down. You don't want those huge long things that you go everywhere. I see that all the time at the club, so keep that in check every couple of months. Then in a month's time I'll come back and have a look at these and see if they've done the same thing. Encourage them, keep trimming them back and encouraging them to be closest to the trunk. But hope you guys enjoyed that little Japanese maple video, I guess. I'll see you next time and thanks for watching. See ya.